This is Asian and Pacific Islander Month. And what better way to celebrate Asian Month than to do it with the greatest thing Asia has ever brought us, Godzilla. And I know what you're thinking. Of course that's the greatest thing Asia ever brought us. But what Godzilla movie to do? Because I've done several others before. Of course, one with Ghidorah in it. And that is Invasion of the Astro-Monster. One with Ghidorah and Planet X. Now, this movie starts out quite simply with astronauts going to and landing on Planet X, and then meeting the people of Planet X who are being tormented by the Ghidorah, who they call Monster Zero, who have a proposal for Earth. They want Godzilla and Rodan to come to Planet X to get rid of Ghidorah, and in exchange, they will give Earth a cure for all known diseases. And by all known diseases, they mean everything. Even that one disease in Africa that doesn't have a name yet. That came from a man fucking a lemur. Why did a man fuck a lemur? Because men will fuck anything that moves. They'll be like, that lemur flirted with me, so I totally fucked it. So, they go back to Earth, and of course, Earth readily agrees with them, except for the healthcare industry, but they didn't let them in the meeting. So Planet X comes to Earth. They're hiding in a lake, which Earth takes offense to, but they apologize, and they get Godzilla and Rodan out. And the astronauts and the lead Dr. Astronaut person, whose name I don't know, goes with them, and Godzilla and Rodan run Ghidorah off Planet X. Meanwhile, the sister of the one astronaut, who's dating Terry, whose invention they just bought, which makes a horrible noise, goes missing because he's trying to find out where his invention's going. This is important to the plot, too. Where his invention's going and why a toy company just bought an invention that makes a horrible noise is gone missing. His name is Terry. Terry the T-Rex. And he is not a T-Rex. But of course, the toy company is going to buy all the inventions that make noise because they just want to torture the parents. He is locked in a cell. And so the Earthlings get back from Planet X, and they realize it's a trick. Planet X is going to make Earth a colony because they want their water. And Namakawa is a member of Planet X, and so the Planet X bought the toy. And the toy, as we soon find out after Glenn is captured, and Namakawa is disintegrated because she fell in love with Glenn, that the toy is the one thing that can destroy Planet X. As she leaves a note for Glenn in his pocket, and Terry plays the toy, and it wrecks their computers because they follow computer logic. Meanwhile, the monsters, Planet X controls them with magnetic rays, and Fuji, the other astronaut, goes about trying to break up those magnetic rays and prays it'll work. Well, Glenn, the other astronaut, and Terry try to get back in time to mass produce, to turn this sound into something that they can make loud enough to disrupt all of Planet X. But Planet X has decided to screw the last few hours. of waiting and set the invasion in order. But don't worry, because they get the sound in check and start playing it on over the radio, over emergency broadcast. And all I can think is if this happened in America nowadays, everyone would just shut their radio off and ask, why did Planet X take us over? We just turned our radios off like we were not instructed to. Because that's how Americans are. And the disruptor rays works on disrupting the magnetic beams. So Godzilla and Rodan and Ghidorah are free, and all the spaceships blow up. And we get a final fight between Godzilla and Rodan versus Ghidorah, which is short. We get 2 short monster fights, not one long one, which kind of sucks. And everyone lives happily ever after, except for Glenn, who has to go back to Planet X. But he could marry the other chick that looks like Namakawa. And the inventor never gets his $100,000. But I'm sure he can invent another thing that makes noise that we can sell to children. Because children need stuff to make noise, just to irritate adults. This is a good Godzilla movie, and one of the last ones that came out where Godzilla was still technically a bad guy. After invasion of the Astro-Monster and Ghidorah, the 3-headed monster, Godzilla became a good guy. And everyone's like, oh, he's a good guy. He saves the world every time. And technically in this one, he's still technically labeled as a bad guy, but he does save the world. If you want to keep watching these videos after the 3 weeks is up, that these will still be posted on the old channel, go to my new channel, which is at Steve W. Sanders 84. It's in the description. If you're on the new channel, then just ignore what I just said. Now here's a word from my sponsor. Clocks! Know what time it is. It is 11:49. Amaze your friends. Set it to the wrong time. Confuse your friends. Set it to the right time. Amaze your friends. Set 2 different clocks to 2 different times. Utterly and completely confuse people. Set to Eastern Daylight Time. Set to Western Daylight Time. Just confuse the hell out of people with clocks. Available on digital and analog. Analog not shown.